Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all across the land in this wonderful great USA within our wonderful tri-state area, Georgia, South, and North Carolina. I want to thank everyone for joining in and listening to the one and only, the greatest of them all. Because you know, a lot will try to imitate and emulate the great, but there is only one podcast that is known as Mic Check 1212 that matters, and this is your boy JayO'Neal coming to you live and direct with a wonderful, beautiful Milanan guest that we have on this wonderful podcast. You know that I'm honestly, I can't even really sit here and go through my emotions. So I have the wonderful, the beautiful Queen Callie in the building with me this wonderful evening, and she's only here with me momentarily. She will be departing soon. I'm trying not to think about it, but it's okay because we definitely are right back at it with all of the bullshit. You feel me? Queen Callie, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Yes, sir. It's me, Queen Callie. How's everybody doing?
Appreciate you for coming in and, checking in with us at the last minute. So, how you feel about the wonderful surprise? You had no idea you was going to be pulling up here today.
I didn't. I did overshoot my guesses a little bit, but that's just because of how much faith I have in you. But it's okay. We're going to get there. We're going to get there to what my guesses were. But this is nice, too.
I'm weak. So let's dive into the show today. We kind of got a little bit of good stuff going on, not too much, but I want to do a pop-up surprise show, of course, for my girl. A lot of people don't know this, but in the original beginning and fruition and the initial thought of Mic Check 1212, Queen Callie was my girl, my co-host,
the original done data. It was me. Me and nobody else, honey.
She was definitely going to be the voice for the women and definitely give my perspective of a woman's and female's overall perspective within these subjects and overall on the show in general. And so she ended up moving to Vegas. You know how life sets us up. We never
Time of my life.
We never know what's going to happen. And I always told her that I was going to either bring the show to you or either have you on the show.
When I came out here.
Here we are. Now that I'm going to be real, I'm still coming out there. And I'll be honest, I haven't found it. I was never able to find a studio out here.
Me neither. It's weird because honestly I thought in Vegas that they would have studios.
Everywhere, but no.
But no.
It's like you gotta actually be in the damn radio station, and be like, hey, can I rent your radio station now?
Pretty much. But when I go back, I'll see what they...
You need to put that in motion.
I'll see what they working with.
Motherfuckers sign DAs before you bring the idea to anybody with some money so you can get your $1 goddamn, because if they create a multimedia house, like how this shit is set up, you need your damn money. Because that's some shit. Shout out to Las Vegas, you feel me? But today, we're going to move right into the topics and the subjects of today's matters. And of course, we here at Mic Check 1212 bring you everything from hip-hop, pop culture, and fashion, news within the nation, relevant media news, as well as black excellence, and our lovely, methodical, no, I'm just playing, but the Let's Talk About It segment that usually gets a little hot and messy, a little saucy, a little seasoning, a little sassy in there, But within hip-hop today, so first topic, I don't know if you watched T.I. and Tiny's, T.I.'s Expeditiously podcast. Have you heard of that?
No, I have not.
So, expeditiously wasn't even a word before.
Expeditiously, you know what? That is really in my daily vocabulary at this point.
Expeditiously,
I need it expeditiously.
Yeah, all of that. Hurry up. So, no, shout out to him and Webster for creating that, or whoever, but specifically, him and Tiny were having a heated discussion. And it was regarding, Tiny saying that, I'm not sure, shout out to the writers, I'm not sure if it was Mama Joyce as in Candy's mom, or did she say Aunt Joyce, but Aunt somebody was what Tiny answered this question to, and she said that, specifically, she was told by this OG, quote unquote, hey, you need to look for security within a man when you're looking for a man within a relationship. And so I felt like that wasn't necessarily, that isn't fair within society, because this is real, we have these older women who are like the OGs to the relationship game, quote unquote, for the younger generation, and they groom you all with this mentality of make sure you're out here searching for your stallion, the one that is gonna set you up for security and be straight, and not just focused on the arousal of puppy love and being in love at the time. And so I agree with him, because we don't, as men, ain't nobody saying like, yo, this you just having sex and you need to be finding the woman that's going to be around to cook you meals and dinner and this, that, and the third. Like, we don't have that luxury of having someone, give us that I feel like that game. We don't have that. Am I tripping?
No. I don't really know how I feel about the topic because I feel like as a woman, there is a certain level of security you do need in a man, but I don't think that you should look for a man for financial security, for, like things that you should have on your own. Like,
right.
You should have your own sense of, like, if he leaves, you should be good without him type of security. But in terms of, like, relationship security, I should feel secure with you walking out my door type thing. I feel like that's the only security you need from your man. You should search for it in a man, I should say. Mm-hmm. Everything else that'll come as you guys melt together as a couple,
Mold along.
Yeah, but it's just like in the initial searching stages or the initial pursuing stages when you're finding out if this is the person for you, that shouldn't be top of the list.
Exactly.
I feel like top of the list, making sure, when you walk out this door, you ain't going...
You Gucci.
Yeah.
No, I get it. So
crazy stuff.
For me, I always, when I'm courting or dating a young lady, I'm getting to know her. Like, I need to know your ways. I need to know your intellect. I need to know your mannerisms, your characteristics, so your thought process regarding many different scenarios within everyday life. I need just to know you. You feel me? It's nothing like getting to know someone as far as a person within who is this person?
And who are you at the core?
Right.
Yeah.
Versus just this person, getting to know this person for the purpose of what relationship they're supposed to have in your life, like a friendship, sistership, brotherhood, or a girlfriend or boyfriend. You feel what I'm saying? So specifically for me, I want to know the chemistry of you, the core. I want to know you for you. And if I don't, for one, I got to be attracted to you to even say that I'm going to put that energy into you.
Man.
That is energy.
Yo, I be so mad at people that look don't matter. Like, bruh, stop playing.
Bruh. People tell me I'm low-key shallow. I'm not I don't think I'm shallow.
I don't think that's shallow, but it's something about that person's appearance that made you want to approach them in the first place. So you don't say looks don't matter.
Right, because they do.
Because they do. That's what made you want to approach her.
Yeah, exactly.
Or him.
But at the same time, you got to be smart, too. If we can't have an intellectual conversation, I can't do much with that. And a lot of times people I've talked to tell me, you're always deep. Why are we always having these deep conversations? Every time we talk, it got to be so deep. Can't we just chill? I want to talk about politics.
You be going a little deep on the regular.
But see, for me, you got to be ready for that, though. You feel me?
Sometimes I just want the bubblegum talk. I just want to talk about...
I just feel specifically within, this topic, as coming from a man's point of view, when we are seeking a woman, I feel like most men, let me speak for not most men but myself, me specifically, when I was younger and not necessarily older, or more mature now, I've been through some certain experiences that I've learned along the ways of life, byways and highways.
I didn't even say that.
Specifically, when I was younger, I was thinking on my dick. You know what I mean? Like, if my dick, the wind blew and my dick jumped, I went where the wind was going. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't mean that in a bad way, literally anything or anybody. No, I had standards. You couldn't stink. You had to, have some hair. Your edges couldn't be non-existent.
At least you got hair standards, because down there don't even have that.
When I was in high school from 2009 to 13, 10, 11, 12, yeah, it was 2010 to 13. I was goddamn... you had to have standards. For me, I do. And even in today's society, I feel like standards are necessary, because nowadays you just can walk around and end up with any and every damn thing out of the box.
Okay.
You really got to be careful these days, specifically. But, I feel like as a man gets older, like myself now, about to be 25, shout out to all the Pisces niggas, March 15, 2020, on the way, you feel me? Specifically, it's just you go through life experiences and you learn. I was raised in a house full of women, so no matter how a man was raised, when a man is looking to court a woman and date a woman, they should be learning how to treat that woman within life experiences, and not when I say that woman, not that one woman they want, but just ideally the woman they want to marry. They need to be learning within already previous experiences and relationships how to treat her from their past and mistakes they may have made, or just situations where they had to leave. You get what I'm saying? So, and that's what I did. I just took those experiences and those life lessons and I now use them within the way of which I court and date a woman. You know, I know that women like to be treated a certain way within courting. You know, chivalry still needs to be existing, even though everyone thinks it's dead. It's not, depending on the guy, myself. Shout out to me. But no, I mean, just in general, just...
we love a chivalrous king nowadays.
So basically, it's just like, I just feel like, you know, it depends on the guy as far as having that same intellect about being strategic within this, I call it the game of life, you know, just dating and courting. But is it wrong for it to be a generational thing where women, and specifically, let's be real, minority women, especially black women, but of course I feel like all society and cultures of women do this. They literally groom the younger ladies, like, this is how you should go about with dating in life. And that's also if that young lady is open to that wisdom and that advice and guidance from that older, you know, OG within the game. And I feel like with men that also plays a point because you have egos. A lot of days, like, we don't like to be real with each other, but a man's ego is way more fragile in 2019 than it was in 2013. I don't think nobody want to talk about that.
More fragile.
I don't think nobody want to talk about that.
We ain't even going to get into it.
But anyway, I had to take a sip. Shout out to Duce, shout out to Rock Nation, that boy Jay-Z, shout out to Megan Style, you feel me, with all these singles and these verses and these freestyles and these features.
Drive the boat.
You feel me?
That's all we do. Drive the boat.
So basically, moving right along from that subject, D-Smoke is a contestant from Rhythm&Flow, a Netflix competition show based off of the competition of rap. And specifically, these contestants are put into a competition to compete for, I think it's like $250,000 or so dollars.
For $250,000.
Yeah, and basically with that, they can create their own independent career. Now,
did you watch it?
I haven't seen the last episode. Let me be honest. It's the last episode where he does that performance when the kids show up, where he changes clothes and the shoes and stuff on stage and forget the words, and it was a great performance, but he fucked up the word. That's not the last episode.
That ain't the last episode.
See, I don't want to watch the last episode because he fucked up that performance for me. When he came out on the stage,
I was really upset about that too.
I was lit. It's like, my nigga, because I see Kendrick Lamar performing that song, and he will kill Kendrick will kill that song. Period. And that performance, like when my nigga switched the shoes up, had like the Cali swag from the bum swag, my nigga, I fuck with that. But you went.
Okay, he brought it back. No. First of all.
But I can't deal with that because you still messed up the whole performance. So.
But that, I will give him that in comparison to, you know, like his fellow contestants, that was the only performance he messed up. They was messing up every performance. Like, dang, you can't remember none of the words you wrote, ma'am. Sir.
What are you talking about? You throwing shade?
Ma'am, sir, person, all of them.
Nah, everybody did get the lyrics, but I just want to definitely give a shout out to D-Smoke for winning. Did he deserve it, in my opinion? Yes, what do you think?
Yes, he was amazing. I actually watched every single episode.
London Beat.
I actually really like London.
Yeah, I do too. I like her too.
I was sad she didn't make it, but I was happy that she came out of it like able to get a deal with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was working well with the producers, so they were like, yo, even if tonight don't go your way, hit me up. Like, you know you can come to me.
Right.
That's what I liked about, honestly, all the finalists is like, they all had it.
They had a chance.
Yeah, they all had it.
Yeah. And that's what I appreciate too, just being real within the overall production of the show was great. Of course, shout out to Netflix, T.I., Cardi, and Chance.
Yes.
Specifically, it was a definite dope execution of the show. And we want to see more creativity flow from a lot of our young, influential artists, such as those three influencers themselves within the industry, of course, within hip-hop overall culture. But specifically, I like to see when big fish give the little fish a chance.
Yeah.
I fuck with that. And I'm not talking about the little fish who's, you know, being cultured and farmed to become a big fish. I'm talking about the little fish who literally at the bottom of the sea.
Literally, like
nobody ass fish. Don't nobody know what the fuck type of species you are, where you come from. But the big fish gonna give you a shot. You feel what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So that's just I fuck with that. So shout out to them three. And moving forward within hip hop, Nicki Minaj's mom is supposedly pressuring her and Mr. Petty to have a child. I mean, last episode we definitely did do a shout out to her and him for getting married. But I'm not impressed.
Honestly, it's about time for Nicki to go ahead, sit down, and go ahead and do what she do. I mean, I don't want to say Nicki time up because I'll never say that. I love Nicki, but it's like it's that time, babe. Go ahead. She's not really active right now. She got her, clean radio popping. That's good.
Right. She making other bags as well.
It's like, go ahead, do that, make that move. We ready for it.
So, I'm not against nothing Nicki does. I want her image to grow with her age, be mature. MC like Queen Latifah, even Yo-Yo on Love and Hip Hop, they all have this motherly vibe, this essence of guidance and matriarch about them within the industry and culture. So it's just like, okay, cool. They're not singing Starships.
Right.
And they're not wearing tutus and talking about King Kongs and you feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Like, I don't know. Nicki didn't fall off, but
she just became so commercial. She's not even an artist, she's a machine.
Yeah.
She's not an artist, she's a machine.
Yeah.
Because an artist is going like she's an artist because she can sit in Picasso's chair when it comes to the music in that booth.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, she's so much so more of a machine now. She's more focused on the Beats Radio, the Nicki Minaj perfumes, the Nicki Minaj cosmetics. You feel what I'm saying? All these different brands she has, like, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, Nicki, remember where you started at. We miss you for that. I feel like, and she's probably going somewhere and she may hear this and be like, I feel like I kept the artistry there. If you hear certain songs, but of course it got to be commercial to make money, and you do. I'm not knocking you for that, but I don't know. Put out some single shit. Go back to some mixtapes, my nigga. Give us some raw shit.
Nicki dropped a raw mixtape, Nicki. Boy, I wouldn't know what to do with that.
She need to goddamn get with Gucci and figure it out.
She need to. Come on, Nick.
For real. So moving on to our next topic, flavor of I always say flavor of love.
Flavor with the baby.
But every time I just think of the show, Flavor of Love.
So the flavor.
And the fact because that's how I don't know. For me, it was never flavor. Like I never got that. It was always VH1 is bringing to you the Flavor of Love show.
Hilarious.
And they had that deep voice that was. VH1 is bringing to you the flavor of love show. No.
Yeah.
So, and that was like the reality. I feel like that was the introduction of love reality TV within today's timing and how reality is nowadays. But specifically, this man is 60 and expecting his, I think, 10th child.
Not expecting.
Well, he had, yeah.
He has fathered a
10th child.
That baby is 2 months old, and I'm just like, you 60, man. What you about to do with a baby at 60?
Whatever his diet is, I need it.
He ain't got all.
I need 60 and you shooting like that, nigga. Whatever the fuck you doing, like, nigga, it's most just cause women see.
Boy, men
think that they are the only species on earth that have a thinking clock.
That's not true, but it's like the likelihood of a man having a child at 60 is a lot more probable than a woman having a child at 60.
I mean, I agree with you there, but it's like, you're talking about niggas that have been around all types of shit in his life, drug, LSD, coke, Ricola.
I'm not about to play with you.
But you feel what I'm saying? So, anyway,
I mean, yeah, you do make the point.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not knocking him. I'm happy that this man is 60 and can father a damn child. Like,
that's
whatever
crazy,
you were
but
doing
it's like
then, you ain't doing now, so nigga keep fucking shooting.
I must get out. Get out.
No, R. Kelly needs to get the fuck out because how are you skipping court allegedly with a fake ass toe infection, which is the next subject. So R. Kelly is skipping court with a damn toe infection and is basically saying that he has a fatal infection that can't come to court, but
because of his
that really didn't stop the judge from basically deciding and allegedly ruling Dre Kelly, his ex-wife's favor in reference of his royalties having to now be the supplement payment for his back child support that he owes to her, which is more than the sum of $20,000. So
Toe didn't get him out of that.
I'm trying to figure out if your royalties making 20 bands, who the fuck is dumb to bail you out of jail? Like that woman, you remember there was a story that came out, the woman who bailed him out for $200,000 in the spring is wanting her money back. Yeah, go do that, sis. Get your money back.
Okay.
Like, nigga, you wildin'. You're
wildin'.
Gucci Mane and Charlamagne name. I almost said Charlamagne. Gucci Mane and Charlamagne have a very infamous interview on Charlamagne's, I don't even know the podcast platform specifically as far as the name of the show, but they sit down and it's a one-on-one interview and Gucci is specifically like going through, his different moments within life recently that he's had to share to the public and just giving his insight on it. And if you could, Clinton County, let us know specifically what was said. Have you seen clips of what happened?
Sort of, but not really. Me personally, I just be like, you know what? That don't gotta do me. But apparently, Gucci doesn't hold back in relation to him and another cast member from the Breakfast Club. And I could only imagine because, I mean, who gonna hold Gucci Man back?
That part.
Okay.
You feel me? Like, almost like Birdman on the Breakfast Club.
Okay, sheesh.
So, yeah, Gucci Man and Charlamagne have an interview, and what we're gonna do is go ahead and pull up an actual
clip. Let's see a clip.
Interview. One moment, ladies and gentlemen, here. Trying to get through the commercials, you know how the internet is. So basically, on Charlamagne, CT Guy, the podcast show, is where the interview takes place, and I want to make sure I pull up the correct area.
All because you better. For one, that snitched on me. And that is really cool. To me, all the artists in Atlanta, they had success and they kind of like, was bullshit. They go, just bought me a Jacob. Man, because they were like, damn, to me, that was favorable. It ain't about nothing. That's what I said, we started this whole conversation off of growth, evolution. We got that shit. All right. That's big of you to be able to do that. Hopefully, you can do that with NBA when they told us just, when we're going.
I don't remember seeing the clip, but I think I remember seeing Gucci and Old Girl going back and forth. And I'm really just mad he gave Shorty a time to think, honestly. To go like back and forth with her like that.
Wait, Gucci Man and Angela, you mean that?
I think so. That's what I see. I know I see.
I'm gonna say face to face. This pussy ass he couldn't listen. He ain't had the nuts, man. You got kids, right? Put out the nuts stand next to the man.
Okay, yeah, so basically. Yeah, go ahead and play this for the people. Real quick.
Alright, let's see.
If I just signed you and you were just fucked up, you turn up your nose at somebody else I just brought in the door. But I'm the only one with the money. And I'm like, damn, why everybody turn their nose up when I'm going in my pocket first time I be through? Here go 25, 30, 40, whatever money I got. This will get y'all straight from now. But yet the door is open for y'all. We together. When I go somewhere, y'all go. It ain't no, we're a team. Y'all part of the staff now. We just all moving. It's one. And do I think they would do that? Nah, ain't nobody doing it. Take off and like that jewelry store. That's another thing. Now I keep saying, like you said, that you misunderstanding. Sometimes I'm thinking that I might post something on my page, like you showed me with the stuff with me and my wife. It's from another page. It's a me. I posted that. Don't try to let you know I didn't write that.
So basically, Gucci's airing everybody
I
out.
didn't know. I'm thinking to be entertained is fun.
Situation about he started in 1017 with different artists. Really speaking on, Migos in the situation, how it's going on way back then, interviews where the Migos basically were kind of upset because he stated that he gave them real jewelry in the situation at the time in their career where they were wearing fake jewelry. And Takeoff, one member of the Migos, wasn't really fucking with that at all.
Yeah, like that shit. I do remember that.
Yeah, and Gucci was saying ever since then, basically, like, my nigga just cut him off.
So I was just so glad that, like, damn, a dude showed me favor. Instead of me doing music by myself, I got somebody helping me. Now my team is built, so you're a big head. Yeah, so I was trying to, when I posted that was my way of saying, man, I believe me out from the beginning, and I had y'all back when everybody else was hating. But on the internet, it seemed like, damn, you trying to play. Yeah. So, and I can understand that too. So though I said it was a misunderstanding, but because I know Takeoff and do talk, I say, hey, Takeoff, man, my bad, I didn't mean it. I got nothing but love for you. Y'all my brother. I'm sorry. I told you that.
I love that though. I feel like nowadays when people have like something so minor that could have been turned into such a clout chasing moment, like I feel like that happens so much now. Where it's like people really will not care. It could be something so petty, so minor, they're gonna drag it out. Right. They're gonna drag that to the end.
Right, exactly. And specifically Gucci showed a lot of growth since jail. Specifically, I feel like as a person, when we know Gucci, I think of fat ass Gucci. You feel me? With the ice cream cone on his face, still just ignorant.
Burr, like my hat. Okay.
No fucks given. You feel what I'm saying? So I was shocked to hear him really air out in this interview. And I'm not saying air out like air these people out,
but just to be open.
Yeah, be as open and vulnerable as he was with Charlamagne.
Yeah. But I really do fuck with that. I fuck with just like the realness of the connection. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with it heavy.
Now, this is where it gets real, Angela Yee.
Just for the record, man, I didn't listen. I mean, no disrespect to that girl. I'm not trying to humiliate that girl or embarrass her. No kind of way. You know, I'm just defending myself, showing, hey, if you're telling somebody that I'm banned from the radio station or declining, this is what get me to decline.
People will see this and be like, he must be banned, because why he not in the studio? For the record, he's not banned. I don't even know where that came from.
He came from that punk ass bitch, man. And
Ooh.
DJ Envy, he's a pussy too.
Envy did it too?
Envy's a pussy, man. Pussy, you scared. You scared to come. You know you scared. Where you at?
I didn't know he was banned.
He wasn't gonna come. He wasn't gonna come because the day they did the people score thing, he wasn't there. He was there.
It's a buggy in your cup.
The girl went up. So
No.
he had a nurse to come and did this. I knew I was gonna front too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got something to say to me? I just want to see what he was gonna say. Because he seemed like he had something he wanted to say to him.
I don't think it's
So I'm gonna give this, I'm gonna give him his face to face. Because I ain't no man, I ain't no issue.
I'll drink
I got
it.
an issue with him too. I got an issue with him. I'm gonna step to him. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can do the same.
Just like he stepped to the people talking about his wife, they came up there, he confronted them. So I'm confronting him about what him and Angela did. He can come in the room and slap the shit out of him. So I ain't gonna be the first time he shit.
What about Waka Flocka? So who's in the juice man?
OJ still my guy. Me and Walker would talk that side of juice. We had a conversation. So that was terrible.
So really, Gucci really airs it now. And I am trying to get you drunk as fuck. You got a whole flight to go to back to Vegas, my nigga. Stop babysitting this drink. Damn it. And I'm the one with the damn
You trying
fucking
to intoxicate me?
bullshit in my cup. I don't know who the fuck cousin this is, but they need to come get this motherfucker and tell him to stay the fuck out my drink.
I'm not about to let you. Ah!
Fuck.
Hey. Ooh. Speaking of you good over there? You know what you need?
No, it's really like situation over here.
Not a situation.
Yeah,
Here's one.
it's a real one. But it's okay though, because guess what? I'm
Alcohol.
realer. Yeah, realer. I'm the realist. Okay? God damn it, he gonna have to send a swarm to come fucking take this out of my hand.
Sadly, this is true.
Nah, shout out to Avid coworker. We need y'all to send out the cleaning crew, okay? Because this shit is real. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna say fuck it. And like, hold on. 'Cause I don't even know when that happened, but that car got full too.
For real?
So I'm gonna have to use her car this time because the audio is still like is recording from the computer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so and I can adjust the volume, so and I'll edit all this out. So I'm in the buy her car from her. So where do we stop at?
We never went into Kanye. We got 10 minutes.
So really fine.
Huh?
We really got to find. That's when the next people we're gonna stay on here, take your pen. The first one. Fly through everything else.
You're not gonna do Jamal?
I was gonna say yeah, we can do Jamal and what's the good one in the bottom? Kim, Lizzo, DeAndre. I don't really know. It's between Lizzo, Kim, and Kevin. Or Eva.
I like it.
Everyone else, everyone probably got it. Even myself. Or wait, what do you think?
Let's do Eva and Kevin.
Okay.
Because they're both short. So.
And then everything else is pretty short and quick. You ready? And so, like I was saying, Gucci specifically has showed a lot of growth, but then him chewing the fuck out of Angela Yee and JayO'Neal, I don't know. And she, I saw a video where she tried to play him like, oh, if he's saying I came at him in 2009, let's look at what 2009 Gucci looked like. Nigga, I wouldn't be surprised if he's looking at Gucci in 2009.
Right.
Because
It's
he was
like,
rich as fuck
he
in
was rich
2009,
either
still
way.
writing songs for Mariah Carey and
And
everything.
you were
Like, what are you
rich
talking
either
about?
way.
I mean, yeah, if she was doing that, she definitely was acting like a bird.
Like, I don't know.
Anyway,
Anyways.
moving along.
Kanye.
Jesus is going on tour with his Jesus is King album. And
He going on a Sunday service tour.
I'm not
with that.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna be real. I've listened to some songs from the album and I'm not 100%
It gives me,
involved.
you know what? I didn't even listen to the album, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I don't play with demons, and that whole little thing he got going gives me cult vibes, and my mama don't play that.
I do, like, you talking about them how they dance in the circle.
I don't like none of that. I don't like how they all wear the same color. I don't like none of that. I don't like it.
So shout out to them. If you're looking for Kanye's tour, be on the lookout because apparently Sunday service will be brought to a city near you. And moving into pop culture and fashion, as I get excited, and it's very depressing and sad because I don't know what the fuck is wrong, but pop is popping off. Because Roy Eli, the original Tarzan from the 19-something movies, has had to face tragedy. Yesterday on October 28th, he learned the news of his wife and son's death, being that his son was shot to death by the local police department in an effort to, de-escalate the situation of it being the reason why they were called to go home.
Yes.
With them using 24 rounds to subdue him and killing him, of course, after being made aware that there was obviously a situation between the son of Mr. Eli and, his wife, the son's mother. And apparently the son stabbed his mom and then went outside to face the police, and that was when he was killed. Shot with
Do they know if it was like
I think it was mental.
the drug? Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was like mental.
I was about to say, was it the drugs?
No, it was something. It was
The toxins.
I didn't know, but it's crazy. Like, if you go look at who this man is, you would recognize him, but we didn't see the Tarzan movie that he had originally been in when he came out. Like, we're too damn young to know what the fuck that shit looked like. So, I'm looking at his age and how tragic this incident and circumstances are fucked up, and it's like, damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, it's crazy to say, how old people are old, and so some tragic, like, their wife dies, and then 7 days later they pass away. If something like that happened, I would be surprised.
Yeah, it's his whole
like, I don't want it to happen, knock on
family.
wood.
Never wish
but,
that on anybody.
Yeah,
but his whole
don't.
family. I'll be honest, that's something I've only ever seen in movies where people like lose their family all together at once.
That's crazy. And your son killed his mom.
Like,
your wife.
How do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how? Nigga, no.
We're both like, how do you?
No, nigga, no.
No.
So Jamal Adams,
crazy.
right? It is, and I mean, I'm just moving along because all this is a lot.
All of this is tea.
Jamal Adams is a player for the Jets, and specifically, isn't that the New York Jets?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the Jets.
Yeah,
it's the New York Giants and the New York Jets. Okay, but it's. I mean, I ain't in football, ever since high school, we ain't fuck with you, so I don't know. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. I know that much, though. It's the New York Jets. And so, specifically, the general manager, Joe Douglas, is under heat because Jamal Adams has put him under the microscope and let everyone know that, hey, this man told me that he wasn't going to trade me, made me, reassure me within bond and confidant of who, I am and me as a player on the team that, specifically, they wouldn't be trading me, but yeah, he's shopping me around. And there's a tweet where he says, specifically that it's fucked up, basically. This isn't what he tweeted, but he basically stated that, as I just said, Douglas was saying that and reassuring him that they weren't going to shop him around to different teams in the sense of trading him or getting rid of him, and that was exactly the opposite.
Not only that, but I do remember reading on the article that it said that Jamal came to the GM, told them that he did not want to go to another team. He loves his team. And they're like, okay, we got you. We know you. We love you on the team. We promise you. We got you, making all these promises just to turn around and really be like...
Yeah, right. So the exact tweet was, went behind my back and shot me around to teams, even after I asked him to keep me here! Exclamation. Crazy business in quotation.
Yep.
So yeah, shout out to him. You know, we definitely wish that young man all success within his career, but also, man, Jamal, if they ain't rocking with you, man, just create a different avenue to play. I'm sure you know cost me checks. I know you got some money. You can't be broke. You're an NFL player. Like, start a business and keep moving out. Granted, if your love is still that diehard love and drive for the game, hey, fight for a position on someone's team that actually wants your ass first.
Yep.
That's first. That's first.
If you really like love your team, then I mean I understand. It's just like how you leave your team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get it.
Crazy.
But maybe you can find somebody who values you, Jamal. That's my word of advice.
Yeah. You are special.
Okay, and on that note, we're going to move right along. Miss Eva Marcel, Eva the Diva, and Mr. Kevin McCall. She is very special. But these two are back in court in relation to the custody of their son. Yet again, I know they tired.
So, are you familiar with it at all? Because I kind of am, but I'm actually going to pull it up.
Tired of fighting.
It's every time I hear like about them, that's all it is. Literally all it is. So, Real Star or Real Housewife of Atlanta star, Eva Marcel, don't give custody to my baby daddy. He's a violent ticking time bomb. Is the headline. Shout out to TMZ. And so specifically, TMZ is a mess. But anyway, they still bring it sometimes too. Kevin McCall Jr. just fired back at his ex, being Eva Marcel, of course, with his attorney out of something, Mina McKinney, telling TMZ that his past shouldn't hinder his ability to be there for his daughter right now. She says fatherhood or the right to be a father is a highly esteemed privilege. Each and every human being has a shortcoming and has made a mistake or two within a time. Yet mistakes or shortcomings should never prohibit a father from serving as a father to his son or daughter. And that is a quote from his attorney, being Mr. Kevin McCall's attorney. I mean, honestly, Eva is pleading with the judge to keep her baby daddy away from their daughter because she fears he's capable of going on a killing spree like Chris Dorner. So Eva, yeah, she's
Kevin crazy for real.
Yeah.
I feel like, here's my take on it. It's real simple. I don't feel like keeping your child from their father is ever the answer, but it, like, nobody knows what really goes on behind closed doors, right? So if she feels like he's really, like, off the rails, this crazy person who's capable of a murder type thing, then I completely understand the reasoning. If she's being over dramatic, I think that's fucked up. And I'm going to keep it at that.
So, yeah, there's that.
But granted, like I said, nobody knows what goes on behind closed doors, so it's just like, you know, everybody has a reason for saying what they say about somebody, you know, about their spouse or their significant other, their baby daddy, their mama. Everybody got a reason. That's crazy.
Right, and no one knows their story or relationship and what
nobody
they went through. So
knows.
even though she may
like,
sound crazy, like, oh, he's going to kill us all, we don't know what type of sex conversations they've had. They've had
exactly.
domestic disputes that are within the, you know, public court systems for people to look up. They've had situations where he supposedly put hands on her. So I don't put nothing past no one. And Eva doesn't seem like, even though she is about her 15 minutes.
I don't think she's the type. I feel like she's the type to make the most of her 15 minutes, not lie to create a 15 minutes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
that's
but
that.
yeah, but no, that's that.
Lizzo, I'm tired of hearing about your truth because it's starting to hurt. I'm just being real, bro. Like, yo, did you write the song or not? If not, pay him. Cool, moving on. So,
right.
now I'm for real. Like, Lizzo, I fuck with you. I fuck with you, Lizzo. I'm not gonna speak for anyone else in this room. I love the fact that you can play a flute and sing. I'm not gonna speak for others in this room. And
we're not about to do me.
I still fuck with you, Lizzo.
You know what? Don't make me yell up in this mic. We're not about to do me. I don't dislike Lizzo. I love what she stands for. That flute playing do be a little like shut up. The flute be a little like a flute nigga. But you know what? It's okay. But I mean, if you ain't wrote the song, get that man his money so we can go on and they can continue to hype you like they've been hyping you.
It's a whole other group or person saying they wrote a song that was similar to Truth Hurts. Like, basically, she bought into is the producer saying that he actually.
Where's the proof?
Didn't basically get credit.
Don't nobody got the proof.
So yeah, Lizzo, get your truth together so it can stop her. your own truth hurt selves.
Okay.
It's all gonna be painful. Specifically, moving right along, celebrities in costumes. Did you see any costumes this weekend that you like wanted to see?
Hating on Gabs, but it's like I know people who be straight hating on Gabs, but it's like I fuck with Gabby. She literally looks the exact same. Black don't crack. She looks amazing. How you wear the same costume from like how long ago was that? What, 10 years? That's a long time. More than that. It's been a long ass time. You look the same, sis.
Yeah. And shout out to that body though.
Yes. Okay.
Like, bro, what?
Speaking of bodies, Kevin Hart been in the. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to slide into it like that. We are praying for his speedy recovery. He's been in physical therapy. That's why I said, speaking of body, like he in there getting right.
Okay. But yeah, no.
Listen, we can't lose Kev. Y'all better stop. You better stop playing.
For real, we can't.
I need him in there getting that body A1.
Kevin Hart did put out a video showing us where he, went through his speedy recovery for physical therapy in relation to that Plymouth wreck where he had that classic Plymouth car accident where his friend wrecked. Last time I heard, I thought the friend who was marrying his current girlfriend, which is his fiance, are suing Kevin. Is what I heard.
Oh, I didn't hear that, but it's like, why you going? That should make.
Not they're suing the driver they ran into. They're suing Kevin because
of course they want the money.
It's blowing to me. It's mind blowing. But anyway,
that man could have lost.
And we gonna just say allegedly, but if that's allegedly the truth, Kevin, get some alleged ass new friends because this shit is allegedly just a legend. like I did that double entendre, don't you?
No. No.
If they sue him, it would be legendary. Like, how the fuck are you friends and you sue me? Get the fuck out of here.
No, but for real, Kev, if you got friends that's trying to take you to court for accidents, get you some new friends. Shit.
Time to move on.
Call me up. I'll be your friend.
If
I'm
you
fucking
need
funny.
someone to talk to,
I'm a fucking hoot.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
Black excellence. Yes, Lord.
Shout out to Duce. You feel me? So, Black excellence. We're gonna jump right into it, man. I want to definitely take a drink on this one and send my condolences because I can't
take it. I cannot take this one.
And people think I'm crazy, and I might be actually about to shed a tear, so don't judge me. But I always tell people that someone's gonna pass, and I always get it like so. I've been crying all year because I know I've had this feeling I can't put this on here. I'm not gonna put it in here. I'm not gonna do it, but yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm very emotional when it comes to like spirituality, and anyway, long story short, I have a soft spot for my elders, for elderly people in general. And then it's Pops. And then it's next Friday, my barbecue. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's all of this. You feel me? Like I can't get over the fact that this man is gone. And I actually know a friend who interviewed him, so I just look at that like, damn, I just started my show. I want to interview him. Like, what the fuck, bro? And now I'm like, we about to get these sponsorship packages out. To get this shit, like, get the sponsors up and going so we can get these interviews in here, because I ain't got time.
For those of you who have not heard, or did not catch up on what was happening just now with Jalen, world famous John, a Pops, has passed away at the age of 77, and I feel like everybody in our generation is utterly heartbroken, and if you're not, you should be, because this man gave us some of the greatest content. some of the greatest material of our.
All of that content material.
For real, of our lives. Like, come on now.
Son, give me the gun, son. Give me the gun, son. Give me the gun. See, a gun doesn't make you a man. Man, he taught us lessons. You can use your hands, son. You can get back up. You can get back up to fight another day.
Amen.
I don't know if those were the exact lines. I'm sure there wasn't. But
that's
if you don't know that scene,
that's the message.
Yeah, if you don't know that scene from Friday, bro, something like, I don't know. And we're going to go ahead and continue right back into everything again. Our condolences to the family of Mr. Witherspoon, and specifically the Witherspoon family. Regardless of, him living a wonderful, beautiful 77 years on this earth, any life that, doesn't fully lived to see its capacity regarding it delivering its talent or purposefully here on this earth is gone too soon. And so I say that because as a man of the arts, being within film, comedy, voiceovers, cartoons, because he works on the Boondocks as well. People forget. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, yo, it was definitely gone too soon. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Period. So moving along from that, we're going to dive into LeBron James, doing some great philanthropic work, sending taco trucks out in LA to the first responders of the California wildfires that were started by the California government or the government themselves. But,
honestly, in California, probably nothing you could have asked for, probably nothing better you could have asked for than a taco truck at work. Ooh.
So let's talk about it because you're going to be back out there, later on this week.
I can't wait to go back. I go back home tonight, and I can't wait. Tacos, first thing I'm going to
I'm really trying to make it at the end of the month. So this is the thing.
Y'all know.
Pause, wait. It's actually supposed to be there this weekend. I got to launch that. So shout out to everyone who's listening right now. I'm definitely aiming to get this episode up tonight, and I have a GoFundMe I'm launching because there's a model competition I've been invited to be a part of. The actual model show is in the winter. It's on December 14th.
Y'all, please.
And I'm supposed to be in LA this weekend, so I need y'all to buy these tickets.
No. Give me my hope. Y'all buy what he needs you to buy because this man has been telling me he coming since September of 2018.
And that's crazy because I ain't been there since 2017.
What month is it right now? Month and year. It's literally been a year and some change, and he's still making empty promises. Child, I can't take it.
Yeah, I've been trying to get this ship finally off the boat, off the dock in the ocean.
I can't take it, and I can't listen to no more empty promises.
We on the way. So, moving right along, specifically, furthermore, Judge Myron Thompson is the judge responsible for stopping the Alabama abortion law and keeping that from going into place, which is big. If you remember, when the Alabama abortion law came into play, it was so important because politically it was just irate for people to be able to, in the state of Alabama, to decide that a woman, can no longer get an abortion in specifically a realm of terms that they concluded to, and not her deciding in reference of her knowing her own body and making the decision for herself, being the woman to carry the child for 9 months.
Because why would anybody want to allow that?
It's crazy. So shout out to Myron Thompson for making that decision, and you need security and all of the above because just like Joshua Brown, which we'll get into later, they will try and kill you. So anyway, shout out to the 5 African Americans who were awarded the Genius Award. Now, specifically regarding relation to that, there is a story. And also, just in breaking news, today around 12, shout out to TMZ again, Nicki Minaj's husband just purchased a $1.1 million ring for her.
Well, that's nice.
Right. That's big.
Real cute.
So, specifically, there are 4 African Americans out of the 26 who were awarded the MacArthur Fellows Award, Genius Award. They're black and specifically from a background in academia. Sadia Hartman is a professor of English and Comparative Literature at Columbia University in New York City. Professor Hartman's majors field in specifics of interests are African American studies and American literature and cultural history, slavery law, and literature and performance studies. Then there's Walter Hood. He's a professor of landscape and architecture and environmental planning and urban design in the College of Environmental Design at the University of California, Berkeley. He's also the author of Blues and Jazz Landscape. Then there's also Emmanuel Pratt. He's an urban designer and co-founder and executive director of the Sweetwater Foundation, a nonprofit organization based on Chicago's South Side that engages local residents in the cultivation and regeneration of social, environmental, and economic resources in their neighborhoods. And did I skip somebody? Because I felt like I was going so fast. 1, 2. So Kelly Little Hernandez, the 4th person, she's a professor of history at the University of California, Los Angeles. She's also the interim director for the Ralph J. Bunchy Center of African American Studies at the University of California in Los Angeles. So shout out to all 4 of them fellow African Americans. They're geniuses, so you have to give them their props when it's due. Period. And at the end of the day, we're gonna move right along. Now, we're not gonna dive into this too much. But I gotta touch on it because it's sticky. It's real messy. So Jeffrey Epstein, the man who was caught up with trafficking human beings or sex trafficking women to we're just gonna not say two, but allegedly within cahoots with the Clintons, the Bushes, the everybody's of everything within politics in America. And so his death was ruled a suicide, but the coroner of the family who they've hired to do a private autopsy has now stated that it's actually a homicide. The bones within his Adam apples were broken in a way which is only done by strangulation and not asphyxiation of hanging oneself. So therefore, it's super juicy because now niggas are like, wait, so who killed him and what are you hiding?
Who done it?
Who did it and why. That's all we need to know at this point. And I feel like we'll get our answers over time. If not, then
speaking of getting answers, please can I bring in this next topic because I really be feeling a way about this girl.
I am too, but go ahead. Yeah, it's real.
All right.
For us.
So y'all remember Amber Geyer, the police officer from Dallas who shot the African American man in his own place
She thought it was her house.
On accident. First of all, that's ghetto. Secondly, you guys remember the lead witness, Joshua Brown? You remember that, right, Jay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I remember he had a very
emotional testimony.
Yes, he did. And that's the reason she's in jail now, right? Because of his testimony.
Yep, and being the main key witness.
Well, listen to this shit here. He's dead. He has been murdered.
Do you know how?
How? I didn't.
He was gunned down in his apartment complex by a quote-unquote drive-by shootout. Now how? This boy ain't involved in no gangs.
No gangs.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Niggerish.
Well, I mean, that's also one of those we don't know what people do, but for the most part, no.
No.
I got a theory. I think Miss Amber, who now wants to make an appeal, right?
Right. And because within this appeal in
not
the situation,
even a week after his death.
Right, and her sentencing. But the reason is being because with the witness to the key witness to the overall case being dead, his testimony is now inadmissible.
Yep.
That blew. I didn't know that. Look, I felt like something when I read this shit. Like, what?
Yeah.
When someone dies, I didn't know that.
That's why they always put the key witness in witness protection program. Because if they die, they can't use the testimony because that witness is not there to say that that's what really happened or not. You feel me? I think it's a setup.
It is, and I think her team is stupid as fuck because the fact they did it so soon.
So soon, they didn't even wait.
Obvious. It's so obvious.
They did not even wait. And I'm sorry, but she worked Dallas police officers, they know better than anybody that
what the fuck happened.
So we make him disappear.
They got called about it.
We make him disappear. Oh yeah, she out. She in there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's some shit, ain't it?
So moving right along, and you know what, I feel like we could dive into that more, but we're not going to. I want to wait to see what's going to happen because before you really sit and get on your soapbox regarding the situation, it can become very political, and it is very unjust. But a lot of situations have been very politicalized and very unjust. So if we continue to waste our time and energy on just one, then are we dimming the light on them all? And at the same rate, I feel like we can speak into racism, we can speak into the system, we can speak into the oppression of the system, how it still systematically oppresses the fuck out of us.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not going to change. So hopefully we get to the bottom of this. But we got to move right along to the NCAA finally paying its slaves. Finally freeing the indentured servants. Finally! To freedom! I'm sorry. No, seriously though, I am happy. Like, if Zion knew this shit, I bet you wouldn't have went to the league. Probably mad as fuck now because his knee busted up.
I know he mad as fuck. Hella athletes mad as shit right now.
Because I could have went to school and got paid, bitch. I ain't have to skip college.
I'm just trying to figure out why that wasn't a thing sooner, but...
Because they want money. Nigga, it's the system. If
that's true. They've been eating off of...
pimping niggas forever.
Man, I'll tell you something about it. That is really crazy.
It's been a thing. So shout out to the NCAA. They've announced that they will now pay the athletes that they are using within promotion of the overall franchise and brand of the organization being the NCAA. And specifically the athletes, are getting paid for their name, their likeness, and overall representation of their brand. So shout out to everyone who have stood for that argument, stand for that argument, and now are being reprimanded in the sense of reparation for that argument. So shout out to the NCAA for coming to it since it's moving right along now. Yeah, into our Let's Talk About It segment, it's real juicy, really juicy today, and
what is the tea? He would not let me read. Y'all,
These emails are real coming in from y'all.
I was so mad
appreciate
when I
y'all.
tell you there were so many surprises involved today. Like, I can't even take it. I need a nap because
Not even now.
I was stressed for so many hours. Like, oh my god, no.
So I'll read the first one. The first one is, Dear Mike Check 1 2. My name is Bree. Me and my boyfriend Ty have been dating for 2 months and have trust issues. What stage within dating is too soon to go through the other's phone? Is there a time limit, or if someone feels like they cannot trust the other or suspect something disrespectful to the relationship has occurred, are they wrong for going through their partner's phone?
Well, why do y'all have trust issues? Is there a reason? Like,
Right.
has one person cheated?
Mhm.
Do somebody got a history of being a hoe?
Or
like,
someone not fully healed from the pain of
from the pain.
past.
Okay, so we're gonna get into that. So if you're not fully healed from the pain of the past, that's not, like, we're not gonna say that's not the other person's concern, but do not burden that person with your insecurities because they haven't given you a reason to go through their phone.
Right.
So Miss Bree, I'm gonna need for you to find out if there's a real reason that you need to go through this man's phone, because otherwise, leave Ty alone. He's not doing nothing but being a good man, and it's only been 2 months. So why are you acting crazy?
Because Tom might be giving that dick. Tom might be piping it down.
Ty might be, but it's like, why y'all got trust issues? Why y'all got
she
trust
might be
issues?
insecure, and she may feel as though Tom may be, of some type.
I don't think that's a
that she
valid
can't
reason.
trust.
Me personally, though,
So if you feel like you fuck with a nigga and he a fuckboy and you don't know it, and he's treating you good as fuck, but you feel that way.
I mean,
You're
me
not gonna
personally, having had my fair share of fuckboy experiences, I've never gone through anybody's phone. It's just not in me. I can't. I like to fight. I'm the type to throw the phone at your head. Now you mad and got a titty on your forehead. I just don't have time to think about things like that. So it's just like, I'm not the type to go through a person's phone personally. I'm gonna ask you straight up because I'm like, I know when you lying to me.
Right.
When you know your man or woman well enough to know when they lying, there is no reason for you to go through their phone.
Mm-hmm.
You can see your partner's ass clench up when they about to lie. Yeah, it's just like, if you know your partner well enough, there's no reason for this, and that's where I'm gonna leave it at. Next.
So, for me specifically, I feel like there is no specific time of when it's okay to go through someone's phone, but if you suspect something, sweetheart, hey,
do what you gotta do.
exactly, do what you need to do.
To each his own. Some people don't know.
And then at the same time, I say that because I'm spiritual, so if your spot is blown up in the sense of you being wrong, then take your L and move on. But take it. Do what you need to do to get things back together, get in good graces, and then move on.
Go ahead and read the second one, too. Because what is the second one? Why would you pick this one?
So, I did because this is very interesting, when I saw this, I definitely could somewhat of the sort, kind of, no, I'm just fucking around. But anyway, Dear Mike Check, my name is Angela, but everyone calls me Angie, and me and my friend Rod have been great friends for some time now, and even have separate situations. But things are getting a little uncomfortable because Rod has lately showed that he actually has grown to like me affectionately, and I've always had an attraction to him. But I'm married with my husband now and do not know how to handle the situation. I love our friendship, but I also feel that if, it was myself back when I met my husband and Rod, and I were young and I would be stuck between two flames, what do I do? How do I decline Rod? What if that's not what I truly want to do?
First of all, I love the drama behind everything. Secondly, Angie, sweetheart, you are married. That is a promise before the Lord. That's it, and that's all. There is no how, what, and what to do after that. You did what you did, ma'am. You curious about Mr. What's his name? What's his name is?
Rod.
Mr. Rod, you need to go ahead down to that co-house. Tell them you want to file for a divorce and explore your flames, babe.
The
But
fact
until
that she's
then,
even talking about what do I do? How do I decline? What if I don't want to? You questioning it?
like
If I'm the husband and I come across your question, I'm done. Because
because even that little bit of doubt, it's like,
no,
we're married. Married.
No.
Married. Ain't no out. Ain't no questions. We married. Now, back in the day, you may have had a chance. I don't know if you would have wanted to risk the friendship or that, but that was back in the day. This is now. That's the end of that. Angie, get your shit and get your man and go to hell on.
And so
Back to your house with your husband.
Right. And just be focused on making your marriage happy. And if you're not happy and that's why you even considering the situation with Rod from way back when, you could just move the fuck on. Call it a quits and
see
make
where
it
your marriage need. You know what? Maybe y'all just need
Dash
some
on out.
spark. Maybe y'all just need some spark.
All in all, I do want to thank all of you lovely people who create a show and give us lovely entertainment topics to talk about because y'all are doing what people in society call love. Like, I'm happy you came today. I'm bittersweet. I'm just now seeing you. I'm not even gonna cap. But at the same time, I know that I'm gonna see you more sooner than later. I'm definitely gonna see you sooner than
If
later.
y'all send him to LA for December, that's my
Help your boy win this model
That's
competition.
my birthday. I deserve it.
Come on, help me out. I got my plane ticket there. I just need these tickets sold and a little money to eat with. Damn it, LA ain't cheap. I'm already couch surfing, nigga. I bought the plane ticket. I'm sleeping on my homeboy couch downtown. I need like a good Whataburger, a White Castle.
We ain't going to no Whataburger. We ain't going to White Castle.
I just need a good time in LA. So please, once I launch this campaign for GoFundMe tonight, help me. And with that being stated, this is your boy, JayO'Neal, with the one and only
Queen Callie.
And this is Mic Check 1 2 1 2. Thank you all. And y'all have a wonderful evening.
Bye.
That was dope.
That was fun.
That was dope. So how do you feel right now? Like, is this crazy or what? I got some other shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. That shit, them fucking shits was hurting my ears.
Oh, the headphones? Yeah. It gets
we
rough.
gotta go though.
Yeah, we do. Because my haircut's at 5:15. And where you gotta go?
Monica's.